what was your topic?
Mine was the theory that global financial markets, may be controlled by certain groups of people. So, all of the stocks that you own, like how much of that is down to the value they provide?
They dictate, you mean,
versus-
like those people, or
Well, yeah, how much is down to the value provided versus the price that is dictated to you, because a certain group of people want to make as much money as possible, and they're able to because of the money they already have. Potentially, I mean, this is just a theory.
yeah,
Because I mean, the reason, like, maybe I'm slightly a conspiracy theorist on this one. I don't know, but you've got so in the last couple of days, you might have noticed that if you own any stocks, that your big ones have gone down. Facebook dropped the largest it has in a day, I think, in its history.
maybe we should date this. So in the first week of February, we're talking about this in 2022.
Yeah, and the same for, like, Netflix had a huge crash, Snapchat had a huge crash. Like, we're talking crypto level crashes here, and in crypto this is just like a normal Tuesday, but for the stock market, this is insane. And people were saying it was down to one reason or another, or inflation, or whatever it might be, and maybe those reasons are true. I don't know, but also there's the theory that. So for me, I think a lot of it's down to technical analysis when it comes to charting. So in charting, you have something called Fibonacci retracement levels, and
sounds alienating.
When you have when a chart reaches 4.236 Fibonacci retracement level, generally, like, they're at their top. And there's a guy I follow who kind of repeats this in almost every episode, and his name's BC Backer, for anyone who's interested. But essentially, he makes the case from time to time that these charts have been at that level for quite some time. So the Netflixes, the Facebooks, the Nasdaq in general, all of your stocks have reached that point, and now people are surprised that they've been dropping so hard. And also, he made the case that Bitcoin was at that point and Ethereum was at that point, and then they dropped as well. So the question I have really is, like, is that down to just technical analysis, or is it too coincidental for it to be that? And just, I'll say one last thing, is that, again, touching on Elon Musk, so a couple of things actually. So in the US, you have the Senate, and the Senate up until now have always been allowed to hold stocks, which is a bit dodgy in itself, because they have insider information, right?
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, the Senate, now keeping in mind that the Nasdaq is at a 4.236 Fibonacci retracement level, like I mentioned earlier, the Senate can sell at any point, but if they did, then there would be a huge dump in the market, because everyone would think, like, why are they selling? So now they're almost being forced to sell, because they're being told then they might not be allowed to hold stocks any longer. So coincidentally, it hits this point, and now they can't hold stocks any longer. Also, tying in with that, you have Elon Musk posting a poll on Twitter saying how asking if he should sell his stocks, coincidentally, almost at the exact same point. And it's just there's just so many coincidences happening all at once, making it look like it's also not their fault to sell. So yeah, it's a tricky one.
That's the smartest I've heard you sound in my life.
Fibonacci retracement. I don't even understand what it is.
Yeah, I know the Fibonacci sequence. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I get the whole conspiracy just by you explaining this. I don't get financial stuff at all. Like, I don't even know how stocks work fully.
It's just rich people trying to make each other even richer.
But there's one thing I know for sure. Like, it's not even a conspiracy theory. Like, Elon Musk tweeting about Dogecoin or whatever, and that's coin like exploding in value. I guarantee he must have bought, like, let's say $1 million worth beforehand.
Oh, of course.
Then just go on Twitter and be like, well, let's go to the moon, and then enjoy like just an easy hundo milli in his account. Same thing with that
pocket money.
Shit. Same thing with that Twitter guy who invented a crypto, the Twitter CEO, right?
Well, hold up. He didn't invent crypto.
No,
you mean Jack Dorsey?
I mean, invented a coin or whatever for his Cash App.
Oh, I didn't know he invented a coin.
So, or maybe I'm not sure I'm saying it correctly, but basically Cash App is his app, right? For crypto, it's for trading, but for exchanging money and stuff. But it can also support crypto now. So, like weeks before they were allowed to do that, I remember he was saying like, "Oh, crypto and Web3 is not here to stay, and it's just some pyramid scheme or whatever." He was against it overall, and then as soon as he became like I don't know if he's the investor or the owner or whatever his involvement is in Cash App, as soon as they were able to do crypto, to buy and sell crypto on it and trade stuff, he was like, "Oh, actually, crypto's pretty great." Like, so he artificially, using his pool of people that follow him, artificially sort of, both of these guys artificially increased the value of these things. So I don't think they're the first ones to think of this. This is likely what is happening with stocks as well. Just a few super rich guys in Wall Street deciding what should be in and what should be out and what should be high and what should be low.
It was like that thing with GameStop, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
A load of people decided to try and boost GameStop stock because they knew a lot of hedge funds were betting on it going down. And then they did, and then what was it? They kind of locked it so you couldn't do it anymore because it would damage the market too much or something.
Oh yeah.
So all these rich people have enough control to stop you from actually affecting the market because it's losing their money.
The thing with Dogecoin, for example, that people don't know about is, or I'll say a lot of people don't know about, and I might be getting the number of wallets wrong here, so forgive me if I am, but I think it was something like 90% of the total ownership of Dogecoin is in less than like 200 wallets, for example.
Isn't that the case with a lot of coins?
That is insane.
A lot of coins have...
No, it's not a lot of coins. Depending on how decentralized they are, that's the point, right? So
I guess
you don't want a small number of wallets owning a large stake, because that means the retail traders will get rug pulled and hard. It's the same thing that happened with that Squid Game token or whatever. Oh yeah,
Squid token, and then some NFTs. They did that as well. They sold them with some promises, and then just rug pull, take the money and leave.
So that's what I think a lot of people don't know about Dogecoin. That at any point, these wallets can just sell, and the people who can't afford to lose that money will be worse off than the people who have just like it's the richest people that own the majority of it.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, surprise, surprise.
Even
Rich
though-
people own the majority of everything.
Yeah.
Even though
Wow.
it's supposed to be like the people's coin, like as Elon keeps tweeting about, and
Yeah.
how it's going to be the coin of Mars and all this crap.
Oh my god.
Um,
Such a troll, that guy.
sometimes I really like Elon, and sometimes I don't know.
I'm sure he did the same with Bitcoin, like when just before Tesla announced they accept Bitcoin. I'm sure he must have stocked up on some BTC in his wallet.
Didn't they go back on that? They said they were going to take Bitcoin and then they went back on it or something.
Yeah, so just
Yeah, it's just bullshit, really.
a quick
Oh,
milli
no, they
Quick
didn't go back
buck.
on it. They bought it. They bought all that Bitcoin, but he's probably sold it and just hasn't announced it. Because if he announces it, then all of a sudden everyone sells again.
Yeah. How crazy, like, this is again, crypto seems to like infiltrate every single podcast, but how crazy is it that a guy tweeting about anime cat girls can control how much your wealth changes? You know, like, it's absolutely insane.
Imagine he becomes the emperor of Mars one day when they can make people immortal. He'd probably try and
When
do
they
that.
can make people immortal. There's
Yeah, when he can
5
live
conspiracy
forever.
theories in one.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in the conspiracy things. Go to Mars and colonize it, and Elon
Create an
Musk will be
emperor.
the emperor. Yeah,
Man, I think
it's a few years
I
off now.
honestly don't think he wants any of that.
Yeah.
Such a nerd, that guy. Like, if he was
Yeah.
to ever go to Mars, I'm pretty sure he would, I don't know, start digging holes to make a subway or whatever with Tesla, for Tesla cars. How hilarious is that? Like, his intentions are pure, but how hilarious is the implementation of the Hyperloop? I don't know if you guys seen that.
Yeah.
I get a bit off topic.
Yeah, so
But there was this really cringy video of like the concept of the Hyperloop, like explained in a video, and then the demo of the Hyperloop with a single Tesla car, and then the Curb Your Enthusiasm music starts playing when they show the actual reality of it, which is a whole bunch of Tesla cars just stuck in traffic underground.
it's just a really narrow tunnel.
Yes.
They've made a worse tunnel
Yeah.
than just a normal tunnel.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just so funny how the real world always has like different plans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stranger than fiction. That's
To be fair though,
Yeah.
I mean, of all the things that he's working on, that's probably the least important.
Yeah.
Like fixing traffic.
Yeah.
I mean, when we have like these autonomous electric vehicles,
Oof, yeah.
there won't even be traffic. It will just be a constant flow of.
Yeah.
Man, some places in China already are fixing traffic just by exactly doing that, like having driverless taxis. People
fleets.
generally
That's
don't.
cool.
Yeah. People generally they don't own cars because the taxes are really high, and it's really affordable to get taxis. So yeah, just do autonomous car sharing or autonomous taxis and just solve traffic that way. Don't need to like dig tunnels. That's
Yeah.
not.
I think that's what Malta needs, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Traffic
yeah.
around
So
here.
yeah, exactly. So if you have, honestly, driving is fun for like 20 minutes and then it's a drag no matter where you are, I think. So if your car could drive itself, like I'll probably drive it for like a few minutes and then cruise for the rest of the drive.
Just
Man,
make sure you don't run over anyone with it.
Yeah.
If my car could drive
Keep a
itself,
hand on the wheel.
it would solve so many problems. Like, you wouldn't need to. You could just work from your car.
Yeah.
You could
Waste
go on these
zero
long
time.
road trips and
Yeah.
and
Not
have
be
to think
tired.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sleep.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of the same thing that remote work, like the pandemic, has done for remote working, and how people have realized now that they can just sit at home and get the same work done and not be micromanaged every second of the day. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's what autonomous vehicles will do for people's stress levels when it comes to
Oh yeah, road rage as well. Deaths on the
Driving.
road as well.
yeah.
No more road rage. The robots can't get angry unless you program them to